All right, here we're being asked to sketch a graph of this linear equation in two variables. There's a couple different ways of doing this. What I'm going to do is use the slope-intercept form. In order to get slope-intercept form, I first need to solve this equation for y. This one is not too bad. What I'm first going to do is add 2x to both sides of this equation. The reason I'm adding 2x is to get rid of the x's on the left-hand side over here. What that will give me then is 1y equals 2x minus 1. You'll notice I could have wrote negative 1 plus 2x. It's always easier to write the x term first here. So the 2x and then the minus 1 because the negative 1 right there. And then I would divide everything by the coefficient in front of the y. That's the 1 here, but that doesn't do anything. Really, this just becomes y equals 2x minus 1. All right, so what did that do for us? Well, this is slope-intercept form. This constant here is the y value of the y-intercept. So this gives us our first point on the graph, which is 0, negative 1. Again, I think of that subtraction as a negative. That's this point right here. That's when I draw this line, that's where it's going to cross the y-axis. And then the other piece of information I get here is this right here. I get that the slope is equal to 2. We always think of slope as a fraction though. This is 2 over 1. The 2 is the rise and the 1 is the run. This gives me a way of finding my next point. So what I'm going to do is use these as directions to go from the point I have here to the next point. And this is a run of 1. So I'm going to go over 1 and then I'm going to go up 2. So up 2 would take me to right there. And I'll put a point there. So it's up 2 over 1, giving me that point. I can do this again, and I always do. I want 3 points when I draw my line, so I'm going to go over 1 and then up 2 again to give me a third point right here. And so so just to recap real fast, the first point I had was my y-intercept of 0, negative 1. Using my slope, I found 2 other points. The second point right here, that is at 1, 1. The third point I have now is at 2, 3. Just to note, these other 2 points that I found are solutions. They're x and y values that if I plug them into the original equation, they will make the equation true. I've done all the work now. All I need to do is to draw the line connecting those. And there we have it. There's the straight line connecting those 3 solutions. That is the graph of my linear equation.